It's Tuesday night football, and tonight the Bulls have to get over not one, not two, but 3 bridges as they travel to Jubilee Field. Well, the Bulls have turned around quickly from Saturday, a defeat, of course, against Sheffield United, losing 2-1. Today they'll look to bounce straight back and get points against a form side in 3 bridges who have taken 16 points from their last 6 league games. Well, some changes for the Bulls tonight. Coming back in and starting is James Sunley and Ray Dos Santos. Dropping to the bench is Luke Watson. There is no James Carr this evening. Jamie Watling has recovered from what looked to be a bit of cramp at the weekend. And the front 3 will be Dos Santos, Bickley, and of course the magician, Miguel Carvalho. The back tonight will be Watling with Campbell. And at left back, filling in again, Fraser Barlow with, on the right-hand side, the skipper, James Carey. Well, for the home side, they welcome back their number 9, Noel Leighton, who was suspended for a second bookable, and he was sent off against Merstham 10 days ago. He's back now. He missed the game against Deal Town on Saturday. Another 3-1 win for 3 bridges. And they are managed today by Jamie Krellin. Well, watch out as well for Hayden Velvick, 17, who scored 2 at the weekend, and Charlie Bennett, who got the other one in that victory. Well, they've already claimed 3 bridges, the scalp of AFC Whiteleaf this season. So we know what kind of team they're likely to be. The Bulls, they've got to come back quickly. They've got to look to get back to winning ways. And a few UK Bulls supporters in shot early on, looking to cheer on the Bulls. Managed, of course, by Elliot Powell. And in the middle there, just doing the usuals just before the kickoff, the skippers, Leighton and Carey. Well, Thomas Price is in charge, assisted by Jamie Codgel and Mark Spence. Well, the usual motifs, rosettes, whatever you want to call them, have been exchanged. The Bulls a bit light on the bench this evening. Luke Watson drops to the bench, having had a bit of an indifferent game, perhaps on Saturday by his standards, but maybe just needs to get a little bit of rest and can come in later on. Also on the bench is a chance for the youngster, Ewan Brodie. And the Bulls will hope not to need to rely on their backup players tonight and do the business with a pretty attacking side here. Dos Santos, Carvalho, Sunley and Bickley. Pretty strong threat. And of course, Toby Ritzimer there, bouncing around in the middle as he does. Well, we're underway again. And it's an early touch for Jamie Watling, who plays it forward. Touch for Sam Roberts in all purple this evening. Plays it out on this near side to Bull. And then out again to Neathy, who's to be the back pairing in the centre of the bridges, as they're known. And just a very sombre-ish, slow start here as they perhaps a little look for a ball forward. Knocking it around. Now, Neathy just puts a little bit of injection into it. Still going, but has to play it back there to Velvick. And now Bull again. Carvalho just getting close as he does. And 3 bridges still in their own half, but still with possession. An easy ball rolled out on this pretty good surface here. 3G, of course. There's been a little bit of maybe moisture hanging around as Ferreira sends another one back to Roberts, who's seeing quite a lot of it in this opening couple of minutes. Again, there's no way out, it would seem, for the bridges. Short again to Neathy. Brings it up towards the halfway line. Now Velvick plays a quick ball into the feet there of Villavicencio, who has a collision with Barlow, and there's the first bundle of the evening. Vicencio has not yet got up. Well, it looks like he's holding his face, whether he was just caught as the players two came together there. Didn't look to be anything particularly sinister about it. And the Bulls, having worn their gold on Saturday, switching back to the traditional white away kit. What all that glitters wasn't gold for them, conceding in that extra period of time added on at the end of the game. But they'll be looking tonight to get on the front foot and get going. But for now, it's the Bridges who are trying to get through, and Watling clears it, but the ball comes back in and across near post. Bulls just about keeping it out. Header, well, good defensive work, and then Carvalho gets back as Kere is flattened by the challenge. Carvalho again getting back and defending deep. And the first real move that gets the ball going into the Bulls box is dealt with. Whether it's these yellow balls, but it's another little review of it by the referee. I saw that on Saturday. Something about these balls, maybe they're just not being pumped up sufficiently. Van der Vliet not happy with the ball. And we do get a change. And that ball probably shouldn't have been going there, so I think anyone would be rushing to sign up the Three Bridges assistant there, who played the ball into touch, nowhere near Van der Vliet. Oh, the comedy is over for now. And Van der Vliet has a ball that he's happy with. And of course, the free kick was taken, or should be taken, somewhere near that 6-yard box. Van der Vliet goes long. Easy header, though, in the middle. Trying to get there is Leighton, but Campbell is there. Vicencio just trying to break it up. Quick ball here for Dan Ferreira. Just has to check, gets a run now. That was good work by Bull, but Bridges happy to go back. Have to work it slowly. And the Bull's changing the formation slightly today. It's interesting to see how that works out, with Sunny playing in just off a front three. Roberts again. Neithy. Dos Santos just closing. Velvik now. Nice quick ball into the feet there. Broken up. Dos Santos now. Chance maybe to get the ball forward. Trying to play it round the line as well. Gone too early. Thought the flag might go up. It has gone up on the far side as Bickley just goes too soon. It was a nice idea. Just to try and bend it round the back line and get the run in for Bickley, but a good line played by Three Bridges again. Ferreira and Neithy. Ferreira decides to pick it up and take it on himself here. Still going. Well, again, a wasted ball. So it must be catching from the Three Bridges bench. And James Kere, who got the Bulls goal from the spot on Saturday, will have the throw. As Johnny LeCain is back on the bench this evening as well. Cleared, flicked on. Good defence here by the Bridges. And time just to bring it up. Kilshaw closing quickly, does well. Just forces the Bridges to go back. And then a long ball looking for the run of Velvik, who's kept it in. Just needs some support here as Barlow just forcing him inside. He gets the cross in. Leighton trying to get away there, flicks it back and across far side. Cleared but forced to Vicencio, and then Watling just about, bit of a high boot there, but manages to do enough to clear it. And the Bulls scramble it away. And just for a moment there, it looked like Villavicencio was going to be able to wrap his boot round it. Wasn't able to. Watling deals with it. Again, the ball's closing quickly here, doing well to shut down the Bridges who are trying to get out, but they're having to go for the option of over the top, and it's playing into the hands a little bit of Velvik, who's got a bit of pace on this right-hand side. Inside. First touch there for Adeyinka. Broken up. Bitley will hold it, tries to reverse it on the far side to Cavalier, who will get there, will he? He does. He's got a shirt pulled there by Hallard. Ball's ball. Oh, that's Josh Hallard. There's Reece Hallard as well, probably brothers, not sure, but likely to be. But on this occasion, Josh Hallard certainly likes the white shirt that Miguel Cavalier is wearing. Certainly wanted to put his hands all over it as Cavalier gets it from Kere. Adeyinka there, solid, and now tries to get away as Kere has a bit of a pull on his shoulder. Well, Kere's going to get spoken to. May even get a yellow card for that. Just pulling on the shoulder. It looks like that's the warning. Next time, Mr. Price may take a different option. And it is Hallard, plays it short. And coming up now to just under 10 minutes. Nothing yet really to test either. Goalkeeper. A very cagey, chess-like affair. As again, the ball's battling hard in the middle with Sunley and Kilshaw, and then Cavalier deep again. Another wasted ball that goes out far side. Kere will go across and take. Sunley comes short. Down the line it goes. Flicked on by Sunley. Cavalier being blocked off there. And stays alive on the far side with Hallard, who takes it on. Hallard to Hallard. Claiming the ball's that's offside as Bennett makes a chase down into that leafy left-hand side of the pitch, far side. As the autumn leaves fall and blow around. Van der Vliet goes long. Again, looking for Bickley. He tries to flick it on, but again, doesn't find another Bulls player. And Roberts rolls it out now to Bull. Nice ball to Velvik. Barlow's going to have a bit of a tussle here with this guy, you feel, tonight. Velvik's taking him on. Barlow's going with him. Checks inside onto his left foot. Back and across, headed down. Claims of a foul, but a foul has gone against Leighton. And it will be a Bulls free kick. And there's definitely a threat coming from Velvik. And the skipper, Leighton, looks to be a bit of a handful. Velvik's going to have to be checked by Barlow and Campbell. Well, Van der Vliet goes this time for Cavalier, who finds him, keeps it in, does well. Can't keep hold of it. Surrounded, though, there by yellow and black, buzzing around like bees, the Bridges. So they've got more than 11 out there at times. But again, the radar is off as Bennett puts it back into touch. There's been nothing pretty so far about this opening salvo of this game. It's been pretty scrappy. Other side yet getting the upper hand. Adeyinka, though, heads it. Ritzema back with a bit of interest. Picked up nicely there by Bennett. And again, Velvik deep. Back to Ferreira. Roberts will this time. Perhaps, no, he goes short again. Picked up by Neathie. Ferreira, cut out by Kilshaw. Kilshaw now tries to get something going, but Adeyinka is in his way. One thing you see it just maybe these last few games is that at this level, at step 4, just a little less time perhaps than the Bulls were used to at step 5. It was quick pace, but this just looks to be fractionally even quicker. And it's got to be really crisp and it's got to be accurate, the passing. Neathie again. Suddenly just shuts it off. Neathie has it back. Clips it over the top. Well, there's good cover by Watling as Bennett gets into a good position. He's onside as well, but Watling spots the danger. Bickley now being held by Neathie. Play it on. Oh, free kick's given it. DeSantos had it, but the referee decides to give the free kick for the Neathie hold. Barlow and DeSantos over it. Too far out, you'd think, to have a go. As they all line up to the right-hand side of the penalty box. DeSantos leaves it. It will be Barlow. Getting forward there late is Watling. Barlow looks for the far post. Well, down goes in the box. Penalty, is it? Yeah, Bickley is fouled and the referee has pointed to the spot. Well, he was pretty quick with his decision, Mr. Price. And the Bulls have another penalty, and you can't expect anybody but James Carey to step forward for this. Well, Bickley, all of a sudden, as the ball is played over, he's decked. And it was an easy decision in the end. Second penalty for the Bulls. Just have to see whether it was Neathie who's had a tussle with Bickley already. Carey steps forward. Will we see a repeat of Saturday? Will he change anything about what he did to get the Bulls equaliser? Tonight a chance, though, not to equalise, to go in the lead here. Carey against Roberts. Carey steps up and he goes the other way and he puts it in the back of the net. Well, he's been sublime from the penalty spot, James Carey. He can smile. The Bulls have the lead. Three Bridges make one mistake. They put Bickley to the floor and Carey turns up and puts it in. And it's Three Bridges 0. It's Jersey Bulls 1. James Carey, the scorer. Now, Carey here, as cool as you like from the penalty spot. Roberts decides to go to his left. Carey goes to his right. Comfortable in the end. Keeper had absolutely no chance. And Carey's run of form and his success from the penalty spot remains at 100%. Well, he won't be able to better that, but he certainly could make it worse. Not tonight. Let's hope for that, as Three Bridges now have got to come back from the early goal that they've conceded just inside 15 minutes here. As Neathie decides to just take his time. And you can feel that just looking at the way they're playing here. They're looking for that pace. They're looking for the Bennett, Velvic and Leighton combination to just get behind the Bulls here. Doesn't seem to be much happening in the midfield yet. And again, Neathie feels that he's going to just look for that ball over the top. He's going to take it forward. Tries to play it through. Here comes Velvic now. Tries to get the shot in. Does whip it across the face of the goal. In the end, it doesn't trouble Van der Vliet and goes behind for a goal kick. But he is quick. You can be sure of that. On this side, Holden Velvic is a real threat. And the Bulls won't want to give him too many chances to pull the trigger. Well, a good start for Jersey Bulls. They've got the lead. And it's James Carey with the penalty that separates the two sides. Van der Vliet. Again. Looks to that far side, but can't keep it in. Hallard. Cleared by Campbell. Big up and under again. Bickley will get there, uses his strength well. Bickley now can't keep control of it. Adeyinka just comes back. And now a big quick ball over the top, but it falls and then Barlow gets bundled down. Well, the home side and the crowd don't seem to like it, but clearly was a foul on Barlow. And that is going to be interesting. Belvic again, causing problems. Oh, excuse for the bad language from the local home supporters who expressing perhaps their frustration at the fact that the free kick didn't go their way. But again, a long ball played forward, looking again for the skipper Leighton, overhit this time. Big up and under again. Dos Santos gets in this time, flicks it back, keeps it away from Ferreira. Arriving now is Sunley. Sunley whips it across far post. Anyone turning up? Well, can't quite get through to Carvalho, but picked up by Kilshaw. Now a chance for the Bulls, you feel. Here comes Carvalho into the box. Carvalho's got to bring it back, surely. Saved at the near post by Roberts. Still going. Sunley now. Sunley with a shot, blocked. Well, the Bulls knocking on the door here. Barlow whips it far side. Well, in the end, he whips it out. He was trying to pick out, looks like Bitley on that far side. Just plays it too close in the end. Well, a couple of celebratory ales already there, but it's a little bit too early to celebrate a victory. But perhaps something to enjoy and help digest the first goal. Which didn't come in 117 seconds, but it came certainly in 14 minutes as well. Tussle in the middle. Again, the referee could have perhaps played advantage, decides to bring it back and gives a free kick. We'll have a word with Sunley. It's going to be Dos Santos who'll take the free kick.
You can see that. Fucking hell, help him out, we are. Fucking job.
And it's going to be, again, one of Barlow Dos Santos. Santos will take it. He clips it far post. Again, looking for Bickley. Bickley spins away. Campbell picks it up far post. Can he get it back and across? He can. Too much on it, though. And it is a throw-in for the Bridges. This league is definitely one of those that it could be anyone's game on any given day. There's a pattern to it that sides take points of each other. We saw Croydon were leading the league. They're back in that position, but the Bulls upset them at the Mayfield. Everybody. There's a lot of tugging going on and pulling around of shirts here.
Line. Fucking wake up, mate. Seriously. Fucking pulling him.
Barlow now will take the throw. Looking for Dos Santos, falls nicely to him as Velvic misses it. Back again. Ritzemer. Clips it far side. Carvalho chests it down. Right. Good job work done there by Josh Hallard. Throw in for the Bulls, though. Carvalho wants to leave that. He should be giving it his skipper, who does come up. Well, something has been said, far side. Thomas Price going over to have a word. And certainly a little bit of, not heat in the air, but maybe a little bit of heat in the attitude and the temperatures rising of the home bench. As the Bulls carry on with Sunley in the corner. Comes off Sunley. It's going to be left for Bull. As we come up to just halfway through this first half. Bulls still have that goal lead, the penalty, James Kerry. Barlow getting forward. Maybe that's the best way to deal with Velvet. Don't let him get into the Bulls half. Here comes Ferreira now. Gets it out to Velvet. Velvet now will go up against Barlow. Barlow's backtracking. Velvet cuts inside, looking for Leighton. Leighton's made the run, far post. It comes in. Doesn't reach Leighton, but followed up. It isn't. Well, smashed into the back netting over the goal. It was, in fact, Bennett who got through, but it's drilled over. Looks like it may well be the other Hallard, Reece Hallard there, who gets the final shot. But they do look dangerous, the Bridges, on the break, and it's Velvic again causing all kinds of problems with his pace as he breaks. Flicked on by Bickley. De Santos can't quite get there. Villavicencio having a battle there with Kilshaw, can't control it, loses it. Given away, Bulls have it again. Now suddenly, quick turn, spin. Tries to get into Santos. Well, Ferreira makes a mistake. Roberts goes down. Santos isn't able to capitalise. Suddenly a bit more life to this game. A bit more urgency, certainly from Three Bridges, who are chasing it a little bit. It will be a Bulls throw. Kerry again. Mr. Cool. Just takes his time. Finds Sonny. Sonny tries to flick it on. Headed clear by Ferreira. Adeyinka now. Inside to Villavicencio. Again looking for the skipper, Leighton. Following up there is Bennett. Watling clears. Anywhere will do on that occasion. And anywhere is back to Sam Roberts. Neathy on this near side. Velvic again. Ferreira. Trying to create some space. Neathy again. Hallard far side. Wants it. Ferreira plays it in the middle. Picked up there by Bennett. Adeyinka. And back again it goes. Well, possession is given away to Santos now. Can run against Neathy. Can drag it back. Needs a bit of help here. Clips it far post. Cavallio arriving. Get a good save from Roberts. One hand. It's not got a lot of power in it, but it was getting away from the stopper in purple. The Bulls come close again. This time Barlow whips it in, but he plays it straight into the arms of Roberts, who just pulls off a really good save to deny Cavallio, who as he goes down managed to hook his boot round it. It's got direction, it hasn't got power. Just gives Roberts the chance to palm it away. And that was the Bulls coming close to a second, but again the ball now switches to the other end. Kerry gets across. Hallard is there. Whipped in. Whoa, evades Kilshaw. Barlow gets just ahead on it. Velvic still there, tries to shot, hits the back of Barlow, and then somehow falls nicely into the hands of Van der Vliet, who wants to get it going quickly. Looking for Bickley again. Well, we've seen Bickley get flattened once, and maybe that's the way to play it. Flicked back in again, and Kerry gets across. Calmly plays it back to Van der Vliet. And you feel the energy now is in this game. There's definitely a lot more urgency about it than there was. Watling does well, slips, but manages to keep it alive. Kerry clips it forward. Cavallio now will have a chance to run a ball. Turns inside. Cavallio now clips it far post. De Santos will do well to keep it in. And in the end, Tirich on it. And just that final ball just needs to be a little bit crisper, a little bit sharper, and maybe just a little bit better in terms of the final delivery. Well, it's been definitely more entertaining as this game has gone on. Three Bridges again, sticking to what they've done so far, bringing it out. Neathy and Ferreira. And again, taking their time. Bulls just holding their shape. De Santos just does a little run. does well, gets a touch. Now suddenly, Dos Santos, across comes Adeyinka and mops it up, back to Roberts. Just looks like that's a little bit of a tactical change this evening for the Jersey Bulls, that with a different shape, they're looking to just perhaps mark the space as well and try and force the mistake as opposed to chasing the game and pressing, as Roberts brings it out now. Neathy again here, through the middle. Villavicencio. And now Velvik again on the outside, getting across, whipping it in. Well, where does that go? In the end, it doesn't go on target as Leighton comes flying in. Ball goes behind, but again, they are a real threat with that pace of Velvik, and Leighton looks like a proper number 9, throwing his body on the line there. Not scared, the skipper. And that could have easily been in the back of the net. Well, still, the Bulls holding that slender lead. Barlow now. Well, he slips as he tries to keep it in, and it's clipped full by Velvik. Look at the Leighton. Watling has got a bit of a battle with him there, and well, Leighton's done really well. He skipped away. He's played it on the outside for the overlap there of Reece Hallard. Kere doing well, just forcing him backwards. Cavallio helping out. And then the Bulls winning the throw. And you feel that really important for Cavallio, as looks like Kere gets whacked in the ribs there. He'll just shake that off. Kere just taking it a little bit longer. And the referee having a word with Leighton again. Clearly not happy with something. Just gives James Kere a little bit longer to just gather his breath. And again, he will get a chance to throw it in. Oh, it's a busy night of fixtures this evening. The South East Isthmian Division 1. Games are plenty. Quick check on the scores. Beckenham Whiteleaf 1-1. Broadridge Heath winning 1-0. Croydon up 1. Sheppey United drawing 1-1 with Erith Town. As the ball goes back to Roberts again. Flicked on. Across comes Ritzema. Not seen too much of him tonight so far. He's playing a bit more of a defensive role than normal. Once again, Neathy brings it out. This time switching it to the left-hand side, looking for the run of Hallard. Hallard arrives, clips it towards the far post. Oh, player goes down, may well be Velvik, but there was no touch. He just... Leighton is busy. Dos Santos nicks it off him, flicks it forward. Dos Santos gets caught. Well, it's Leighton this time. Well, we know he got sent off a couple of weeks ago, 10 days ago, in fact. Got a yellow and then a red. And he's having a little bit of a Diggs had a warning already. Really playing with the old badge right on that chest. As Ferreira just down on his haunches. After all that, free kick for the Bulls, Van der Vliet. Looking again for Bickley. Bickley does well. Falls down. Shot comes in. Well, it's Dos Santos who tries to bend one into that top left-hand corner and isn't that far away in the end. Takes it first time, wraps his boot round it. Didn't look like Roberts was even moving. He's standing rooted to the spot as the ball crashes into the fencing behind the goal. Dos Santos with the strike. Well, the Bulls have had 2 or 3 chances on top of the goal they've scored with the penalty. Could easily have been 2 or 3 up. As the ball's played through the middle. Leighton is the option. Dos Santos picks it up. He's got company with Ferreira. Lovely little back heel. Ritzema now to get forward for the first time. Velvic trying to track him. Ferreira getting back into the box. He comes, whips it across far post. Cavallio, ball gets to his feet. Looks like he tries to take the shot, and in the end it just gets stuck between his legs, but he keeps it alive somehow. Here's Kilshaw, nice little turn inside. Ritzema again. Now Barlow, better from the balls, moving the ball around, bitly reverse pass. Dos Santos is there, going to need some help. Across comes Neathy. Dos Santos holds it up. Dos Santos now gets a bit of a yard. And Three Bridges clear it to Campbell. Well, Leighton gets there. And now Velvic with the overlap, quickly coming across. And what a challenge from him. Slides in, wins the ball. Times it to perfection, quickly releases it. The other end, Dos Santos whips it across. Arriving. No, doesn't quite reach Bickley. Sliding in now is Sunley. And Yinka goes down. Well, tackles are flying now. Left, right, and centre. And then all of a sudden, Neathy just calms it down. Leighton again. And Neathy and Leighton is coming very deep to pick that up. He crashes it into Sunley from close range. Carey then just gets a toe into it. Out it goes. Oh, certainly some commitment from sliding challenges there. Sunley and Watling. Bickley being a real nuisance up front tonight. Here comes Needy again, tries to get forward to Santos, just forcing him wide to Ferreira. And back again to Bull. So often we've seen that reverse pass back to the keeper as they don't go forward, but they go backwards. Leighton again comes deep. Ferreira, jinky run from him. Outside to Bennett, looking for Hallard. Cavallio is back. The 11s do battle. Whip back and across. Velvic tries to bring it down, just miscontrols. It is enough for Barlow. Claims handball, doesn't get it. Then Velvic whips it in. And then missing the head, but it's fallen at the back post. Blocked brilliantly. Looks like it may well be Carey again, throwing his body on the line to stop what looked like a shot that was on target. Sonny there just getting a touch in ahead of Adeyinka. Still alive it is. Adeyinka has it back now. Then Neathy again. And into Ferreira. Well, they keep trying here. They're putting the pressure on. Reverse ball. Velvic arriving. Beats Barlow. Squares it, but it's straight into the arms at the near post for Van der Vliet. And you can see that it's going to be the story of the night. That Velvic has got the pace and he's got the beating of Barlow. Bulls try and clear it forward, bit with a header on, but picked up there by Neathy again, who's pretty commanding in that centre back, taking a lot of ball. Ferreira again. Velvic and just can't think holding off is a good idea. Barlow needs to get tight and give himself half a chance. Flag is up. If he gives Velvic a chance to run at him, it's going to cause all kinds of problems. Velvic's quick, tricky. Barlow's going to have to get closer and just mark him, you feel. And Van der Vliet just casually jogs across. He'll go and pick the ball up. And we're into the last 10 minutes of this first half. Still the Bulls with the 1-goal lead. Van der Vliet just takes his time. Again, his radar not quite finding the precision that it should have. He should just maybe tweak the dial a little bit there. Again, long ball over the top. Should be Van der Vliet. Gets there, does really well. Well, it doesn't look like the flag goes up. So Leighton timed his run well there. Van der Vliet patrolling the penalty box. Dos Santos and Ferreira. Well, you'd fancy Dos Santos to win that battle.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Seriously,
It's going to be a...
fucking backline's moany little bitches. Fucking bitches. Yeah, you don't shut up either. Boring cunts.
Back it goes to Neathy again. Back and across. Now Bull. Curry having to do well, but the pace there on that far side as Watling gets across and makes a brilliant tackle there. It looks like it is the overlap of the left back, Josh Hallard, is taken out by Watling. He's back up, but he's hobbling away. He's good enough, though, to take the corner. First one of the first half. Arriving is Neathy. Busy penalty box. Velvet goes short. Referee spotted something. Has a word with Adeyinka. Will Van der Vliet come and get this one if it's anywhere near his 6-yard box? He's got a load of people in front of him crowding. In it comes now. Campbell doesn't get there, but Ritzema clears. And the Bulls can marshal themselves again. Back it goes to Bull. Inside to Velvik. Ferreira. Again. Hallard cuts inside, still going, whips it across. Well, too much on that one. Villavicencio's not going to make it. And it is quick play from Three Bridges. Look to counter quickly, get that ball forward. And the ball's just soaking up the pressure. Just. Van der Vliet will just try and relocate the radar. And looking for Bickley, just goes over the top of him. And Neathy again. You see that Sunley and Ritzema kind of sitting just behind the front three here. Now Neathy. Velvik again. De Santos gets back. Barlow cuts across and cuts it out. Looks to play it straight through the middle. Good header by Bull. Back by Sunley. Good call by Neathy. Adeyinka just ducks out of that one. De Santos coming across. Back it goes. Quick flick there. Lovely play there by the Three Bridges. Here's to Velvik. Again's going to run it. Barlow gets past him. Coming back and across. There is Ritzema. Strong. And Velvik, like a little terrier there. He just keeps hold of it. Keeps going. Back is De Santos. Got to be careful. Velvik is right on his shoulder. Does really well, right, De Santos. Do you feel that Fraser Barlow's going to need the help from Toby Ritzema? Sitting as well in that kind of midfield, kind of like Sunley, and then you got Ritzema, Kilshaw. Just gonna need Ritzema's help. Sliding in those De Santos, takes out Villavicencio. There was nothing malicious about that, just lost his footing. Villavicencio is fine. Late, but it wasn't intentional. Free kick though for Three Bridges. Maybe a chance here with the last few minutes of this first half to try and get on level terms. Well, back will go to Santos. He's the one in the wall here. You can't imagine that they'd try from there to bend one in, but Van der Vliet needs to be alive. Velvik leaves it, played short. in towards Leighton, who's trying to break away. Dos Santos first now. Barlow, there's a break on for the Bulls here. If they can get numbers forward, Dos Santos is there. Dos Santos on his own, going to take it on. Just enough done there. Well, he should have perhaps just tried to drive towards the penalty box as Josh Hallard gets back. And suddenly they try and counter as Carvalho gets a touch. Now Reese Hallard clips it forward. Well, down goes Watling, caught by Leighton, was he? Looks like he was. Ball through to Van der Vliet. Watling knows he's in a bit of a tussle this evening as well. Van der Vliet decides to roll it. Again, looking for the middle of the park. Bickley isn't there. Bit of a nudge on Sunley by Eddie Yinka. Not given. Then Kerry coming forward, and he makes a good header on that one. And then down goes Carvalho. The ball's still alive. Carvalho's up. Sunley's lively with the ball at his feet. And then Bennett gets it back for Three Bridges, who look to release Velvik again. Too much on that one. Well, he's the go-to. There's no doubt about that. Hayden Velvik. Barlow. Dos Santos. Velvik getting in there. Claims a handball from the supporters watching, and then Ferreira picks it up. Out on that far side, just about keeping it in. Ball now being tracked by Bickley, goes home to Roberts. Not the first time we've seen that in this first half. Ferreira now, a little bit of urgency, whipping out onto that far side. Carvalho tracking back again. Oh, brilliant work from the magician. His defensive work rate is as often as high as his attacking work rate. Perhaps sometimes more when he needs to be. There he is. Well, the bench look on. Got to be happy with that. Not many smiles, though. Happy with the first half when they've got that slender lead. And the man in your picture, the captain, with the penalty. And now Bickley getting ahead of him. He's managed to gamble and win that ball. Plays it in and across, looking for Dos Santos. Cut out. Sunley arriving. Oh, mistake there. Flicked on, back and across now. Well, Dos Santos trying to play it through to Sunley again. Kilshaw now gets there, does well, leaves it for Kerry. It's a bit of an up and under, but it's safely through to Roberts, who quickly releases it with the overarm throw for Velvik. Who else? Ritzema getting across, showing him inside there. Into Bennett. Bennett still got possession, takes the shot from distance. Van der Vliet watches it sail over. Well, the Bulls won't mind if that's where the shots come from and if that's how they end up. That's very much now the end of the first half. We're into added time. Probably be a minute, maybe two tops, you'd think. Flicked on by Bickley. Bit of Vicencio, just dispossessed there by Kilshaw and Ritzema. Another big up and under. Carvalho does well. Keeps it alive. Tricking, turning, trying to get away from Hallard. Sunley now trying his tricks. Certainly a bag of tricks, and Sunley's tricked himself there. Throw in to the Three Bridges. Ball now. Here comes Neathy again. Jockeying Ferreira to go forward. Now to Bennett. Bennett inside onto the shot again, blocked. Oh, claims a handball, but it was straight at. Might well have hit the back of Kerry there. Oh, a minute's been added. It looks like Luke Watson's going to get booked. He's just warming up. And before he's got a chance, he's obviously warmed up the vocal cords. And a booking for Luke Watson. Well, we see some things, don't we? That's one of the most bizarre ones so far. Long throw coming now. Good header there by Kilshaw. Velvic trying to get it down, trying to get the shot off. Twisting, turning, goes for the far post. It looks like he was trying to clip it in for Leighton, who was trying to get free, but couldn't. As we just click on to 47 minutes, you think that will probably be the time added for the first half, as no doubt, as soon as this ball is launched, Mr. Price will probably blow his whistle. No, he's got more time on his second watch. Oh, mistake now. Can Sunny capitalise? Cavallio outside him. Quickly across there is Bull. Cavallio picks it up. Good play from him again, just keeping hold of it. Needs an option, gets Kere. And then looks like a bit of a late challenge on Kere, and it's the skipper, Leighton again. Well, he's done it 2 or 3 times. Can't imagine he's going to escape that. Oh, nothing given. It's a little bit lucky. Curry just readjusts his shin pad. Free kick the balls. Maybe a chance in this 49th minute now to just perhaps put a bit of pressure on Roberts. Forward it comes. Big up and under. Arriving is Campbell, back and across. Well, cleared. And that's the action for the first half. A first half that's been pretty tasty at times. Both sides battling hard. There's been a little bit of tempers flared, but it's the Jersey Bulls who take the lead at the half-time break, and they'll take that with them as they go off and regroup. It's 3 Bridges 0, it's Jersey Bulls 1. It's James Kere with the goal on 14 from the penalty spot. Enjoy your half-time. We'll see you after the break. And we're underway with the second half, just in time as Hard to Handle, perhaps, the theme tune of Hayden Velvick, dies out. And it's Three Bridges that get us going in the second half. Looking to play a little bit like they did in the first, with Neathie clearly trying to get operations going forward here. Now Bull. And then cutting inside is Hallard trying to twist and turn. Cavallio sticking to him. Now Hallard too comes through, but Kerry is there and then whipped away by Ritzema. Ritzema again, in fact, it's suddenly this time battling in there. Still the Bulls with that lead at 1-0. Kept in by Velvick far side. De Santos trying to battle with him. You're going to feel that De Santos this half and Ritzema will need to handle the threat of Velvick. Oh, it's another ball play forward, and Velvick gets there, whips it back and across. Campbell gets there first. A real tussle there, De Santos and Ferreira. Twisting and turning. Now again, Ferreira out to Velvick, goes up against Barlow. Barlow's got to be careful here. Velvick still going. In the end, a good call, an early one from Van der Vliet. Takes control. See if he has just spent a bit of time at half-time readjusting the old radar. Santos trying to get away from the challenge there. Ferrer again, and then Killshaw does really well as Villavicencio just trying to steal in there. Ball goes out far side. Be a throw which Ferreira's going to take. Not much of an option for him. Down the line. Played up towards Leighton in a battle there with Campbell. Then a chance now for Hallard. Going to try and keep it alive. Back it comes. The Bulls are getting back in numbers though. Here's Josh Hallard. Tries to get past Cavallio. Slips. Coming across there, sliding in. Really well timed by Kere there. And Cavallio wins the throw. Maybe just looked like it nicked off him. That Bulls get the throw. Kere sliding in. We've seen some sliding challenges already. Watling in the first half. Some talk of that being tackle of the season or a contender. We shall see. A new category for the awards end of season consideration of that panel. As Roberts definitely more busy already in this second half. Again, the Bulls just holding that shape. Forward it comes again. Good control. Hallard trying to take on. Just about keeps it alive. Watling is there. And then Cavallio whips it up towards Bickley, who's got the better of Bull here. Bickley now getting in. Bickley's going to need some support. Keeps it alive. Works it inside. Sunday now. Sunday bundled off it there. Good play by Villavicencio, and now gets it out to Reece Hallard, who goes back to Josh Hallard. Very much a lone striker this evening, Norm Bickley's got a bit of support coming up from either flank with Cavallio and, of course, De Santos on the other side, but it's really about packing that midfield for the Bulls and stopping Three Bridges playing. Clip forward again. Kere with the header. Well, it's been a faster start in this second half than we saw in the first, as Leighton trying to keep it alive. First touch for Adeyinka. Back it goes again. Now the Bulls won't mind that, as long as the ball keeps going backwards towards Roberts and it stays in the Three Bridges half. makes it a lot more comfortable. And there again, suddenly working hard, looking for the ball down the line. Bickley will give chase. He's going to get the uses his strength. He gets it and he wins it. Bickley does well. He's going to take it on. Bickley now driving into the penalty box. Squares it. Anyone arriving? Well, just a boot there, but Kilshaw does now pick it up. Just enough to clear it. Barlow down the line to Santos. Ferreira for company. Kilshaw getting forward. Kilshaw trying to turn inside. Ferreira does well. Wins it back for Three Bridges. Underneath, he just does a little pirouette there and plays it round and keeps it and then gets it back. He rolls it out. A lot of time. Big centre back. And then looks for Velvik. Velvik is there. Leighton's trying to get ahead of him. Well, the ball crashes into the side netting there from Velvik, who decides to take it on. It's going to be, it looks like it doesn't take a deflection. It's going to be a goal kick. And again, Velvik, a real threat for Three Bridges. I'm not sure what's going on there, but there's a conversation between Mr. Price as a substitution is made. And the first change of the evening. On comes number 10, Kevin Rivera. And we just need to see who's gone off. But Rivera is on. As the Bulls look to get forward. Bickley trying to get in and behind. And looks like Neathy again with the header. Quick release. And here comes Hallard sliding in his Cavalli. He's done ever so well. He's won it off two, and then he's been pulled the shirt. Yep, foul, free kick given. Reece Hallard. Oh, the referee's going to call him across. Not happy as the player wants to walk away, but he's told him that's your final chance. Cavalier doing ever so well there, tackling hard, beating two players from the ground. Bulls get the free kick. Well, James Kerry just offering it there to Van der Vliet, but he's unmoved. Kerry clips it up, flicked on first time. It goes into the box, but there's nobody there for the Bulls. And the whistle is blowing as Velvik goes down, just maybe as that ball was played in. Just waiting to see who the change was. May well have been Reece Hallard. Let's just confirm that in due course, but Rivera is on. Neathy again. Whipped out this far side. Well, no, he's still on, so just looking across the line, may well be Charlie Bennett. Can't see him so far in this second half. Bulls throw in. Curry again, just wants to get it down the line here. Shirt being pulled there on Bickley, flicked on by Ritzema, and Cavalier will give chase. Ball will get across. And again, Roberts brings it out. Bickley tries to close him. Well, Barlow gets a flick on, which just about does enough. Corner, though, it will be for Three Bridges. Flicks off Barlow's head as Velvik trying to just get in behind. Cross goes Josh Hallard. Well, first corner of the second half. There's only one in the first. It will be Josh Hallard again. He will whip this in, left foot. Plenty forward for Three Bridges here. Adiyinka just peels off towards the edge of the box. Bickley and Neathy. Played short, mistake, flicked. It's going to fall. And who else? Oh, great skill there. Belvik still going. Well, ball's turned in, but the ball's gone out. Belvik again, this time left-hand side of the park, just working hard, just can't keep it in, runs out of pitch in the end. 10 minutes gone in this second half. Still the Bulls have that lead. And now Cavallio isn't going to get there. But Hallard is. Kilshaw running back. Now Rivera for the first time. Edge of the box, whips it in far post. Well, it's turned in. And it is the skipper who just gets there first. And it's Noel Leighton who gets the header onto it. And all of a sudden, it's Three Bridges 1, it's Jersey Bulls 1. Leighton decides to go and get the ball and put it back on the spot. Well, they've been dangerous. They finally found the right ball into the box, and Leighton makes no mistake. Gets there first. Bulls now in a bit of a battle. Yeah, just a little bit of a coming together. Barlow and then Campbell. But Leighton keeps his eye on it and makes it count for the home side. And the Bulls will have to just make sure they keep their form. Well, it looks like Villavicencio has actually gone off as Belvik plays in, and sliding in is Campbell. Does enough, just gets there ahead of Rivera. And it's certainly got the tail wagging for Three Bridges here. They are definitely fancying their chances now. Villavicencio is the confirmed change as they come again. Back across. Ball. Whips it near side. Hallard to Hallard. Cuts inside. Still going. Adeyinka whipping it out far side, looking for Velvik again. Going to take Barlow on. He's got past him again, but Barlow just about gets back to hold him off. Ferreira. Velvik again. Now whips it towards the far post. Nobody there this time. And a wasted ball for Three Bridges. Well, we've got a game on now, that's for sure. Always felt that Three Bridges weren't far away from getting back level. So now what can the Bulls do going forward? Not getting too many chances. Just got to keep battling away. Suddenly there, Adeyinka hooks it forward. Hooks it out. Kere again. Just takes his time. Again, looking for Bickley to flick it on. Campbell plays it back and just about gets enough on it. Campbell decides route one is the option. Route one being De Santos hugging that touchline on the far side, but Ferreira right on him. And again, they break here. Velvik, well, can't keep it in. Throw in for the Bulls. Just wondering whether there'll be any changes. And it only got Johnny DeCane, Luke Watson and Ewan Brody on the bench. Whether he feels he just needs a bit of fresh legs out there, or whether he sticks with what he's got. Clip forward. Oh, lovely ball inside to Leighton, who gets there, but getting back and across is Watling, who turns it back and nearly into the own goal there, but it's just enough from Luke Watling, who gets in ahead of Noel Leighton, who's been a real presence in this second half. He's really started to break free got the equalizer, and again, nearly there, getting the lead for Three Bridges, but it's a corner. And the ball's very much on the back foot here now. In it comes, far post, flicked away. Well, Bickley is back there, trying to take it on his own. He's trying to get past Adeyinka. He's still charging it down. Run the full length of the pitch there, Lord Bickley. From one box to another. Watling gets caught. Play on. Rivera will pick it up. Cavalier does enough. Just looks like shoulder to shoulder. Goal kick it is. Brilliant from Cavalier again. His defensive work, outstanding. Fuller running, the magician. Quickly the target. It comes back with a bit of interest. Watling in a real battle with Linton with a shot. Watling just about holding him off. So far, it's been a real handful Leighton. He's been tough. Just enough from Watling. But you can see now Three Bridges are shifting through the gears. Bulls really need to get some passes going, try and put some pressure, get the ball into Three Bridges half as Van der Vliet clears it just over the halfway line. Picked up now. Hallard again. Shouts for Bull to get the ball forward. He does. Hallard and Hallard. Overlap is on. Ball's whipped in, far post. Velvik is there. Barlow shuts him down. Whip back and across. Well, somehow Cavalier clears it. Trying to find Bickley, doesn't. Adeyinka. Nice pass. Hallard again. Blocked by Cavalier. Corner. Well, the pressure is turning up on the Bulls here. Cavalier just jogging back. Corner it is, though. And again, more pressure. Hallard will deliver. There's a run near post. Goes towards the back. Watley and Campbell. Shot comes in. Well, it's Reese Hallard with his right boot there. Can't get it to dip enough. Looks like Campbell's got a bit of a boot issue there. He's having to adjust that. They've just got stood on. Let's see, well, just readjust. Try and fix whatever the issue is. Well, that's sorted. Van der Vliet places the ball down. Well, good jump again there. One again. Three Bridges. The Bulls finding themselves stuck in their own half far too much in this second period. Ball going far. Oh, what a ball that is for Velvik, who's just brought it down. Barlow now. Barlow, well, he's beaten. Well, and somehow Leighton manages to get there, but he can't get it on target. He just needed to head it another inch or two to the right. And in the end, it goes past the post. And now Van der Vliet's got cramp. Well, he hasn't had much to do, Ian Van der Vliet, tonight, but he seems to have cramped up. And there'll be a bit of a timeout here. Maybe he's just not kept himself busy enough, and he's been killed by the cold crab. But here's Steve Martin. On he comes. What's he got in that magic bag of his? What tricks, what potions and lotions to fix Van der Vliet. Oh, it looks like he's holding the back of his left kind of hamstring area, back of the knee. Steve Martin will come up with something magic, no doubt. Maybe it's the lack of motion, not the application of lotion, that has caused the cramp for Van der Vliet. Well, there's nobody who's obvious to replace him. No DJ today. But there is going to be a change, and it is going to be Johnny LeCain for James Sunley. So Johnny LeCain been out for a couple of weeks, but he's back now. I'd be interested to see what that does in terms of the formation. I suspect maybe just LeCain will go into a midfield position. Looks like he is. He's going to come out onto this right-hand side. Of course, he has the long bomb throw. And a chance for LeCain to challenge for that one. It's going to be a Three Bridges ball, which is taken quickly. Neathy again. Short for ball. Seeing a lot more of the ball this second half. Whips it again. That's the option. Well, of course, again, who is there? Whipped in this time. Far post. Back and across. Bouncing around. Scrambling to get it towards the target. It's just about cleared. Well, looks like, is it Campbell who's been caught there? Just a bit of an elbow. Steve Martin might need to get his bag back on his shoulder and get back out there. Maybe perhaps it was just in that challenge, the aerial battle, that Campbell got caught. Just above that left eyebrow by the looks of it, but Steve Martin hasn't got back up. It would be Three Bridges ball. They take it quickly, trying to catch the balls. Napping, shot comes in. Van der Vliet is awake and alive. Has to be there, but he's feeling it. Oh, it looked like he was just feeding the leg, but he seems to be all right, just maybe readjusting the shin pad. Another big up and under. Flicked on. LeCain jumping twice, winning it twice. Inside now, Dos Santos plays it to Bickley. Bickley going to go a little bit wide here. Somehow he's got to keep it alive. Bickley's going to try to take the shot in. Bickley! And it's there, and it's Lord Bickley. Well, he's had nothing to do this evening apart from battle and try and win the header. He doesn't need much of a chance. He does it again. He punches the corner flag. Lord Bickley bends in another fantastic goal. It's the Bulls who get the lead again. All of a sudden, Three Bridges, who were absolutely dominating possession, are trailing. It's Three Bridges 1, it's Jersey Bulls 2, and it's Lorne Bickley with another contender for goal of the season. Well, it's Dos Santos who sets it up. Bickley goes wide. You think at this point, he probably can't get the angle. He cuts inside, boom, off the left foot, bang, and Roberts is beaten. And Bickley goes off to the corner flag and says to it, thank you very much. Well, that's what you get from a top striker. Hardly got a sniff all night until the 68th minute, and he creates it himself. Dos Santos does really well in the build-up. Bickley, though, has to just hold it up, and then he bends it with a left boot. It couldn't have been played any better. He couldn't have found the corner of the net any better. Dips at the right time, and Roberts just has to look on. Well, game on again here. What will Three Bridges do? They find themselves down for the second time. Well, we saw how they came back at the beginning of this second half. What will they do now? Will they throw caution to the wind? Will they just stick to what they've done? Looking again down this left-hand side for Hallard. Back and across. Good header again. Is that Carvalho over there? Looks like it is. So he looks like he switched to the left-hand side, so he's battling hard, trying to find Leighton again. Adeyinka. Now Josh Hallard. Adeyinka again. Into the feet Well, Leighton slips. Was he just a little bit of a handball there in the build-up? Nothing doing. Ritzimer working hard. Ritzimer now going to try and break here for the Bulls. And of course, as they send players forward, Three Bridges, they do open themselves up. Not this time. Battle Royal, Watling coming forward. Kilshaw now, little soft pass. Ritzimer trying to be clever, gets away with it. Gets away from Bennett. Ritzimer still going, feeds it through. Bickley now. Bickley squares it. Trying to get it to DeSantos. DeSantos with a shot. Well, sliding in. Looks like it's Bull there who shuts the door. Counters on. And then coming together. Play on. Referee sees nothing wrong with the challenge. Ritzimer now turning on the glitz. Well, the second change has been made. And it is, in fact, Ganem on that right-hand side who's come on for Velvet. Rivera. Ganem again. Ganem bursting through, gets caught, does he? Yeah, it's going to be a card, you'd think, for Toby Ritzimer. Just a little bit late there, trying to get back. Just leaves the boot outstretched. Didn't like Ganem was going anywhere, really, but he was in full flow. And the Bulls pick up another yellow card, another fine. Luke Watson, of course, in the first half, for something he said while he was just warming up, and remains as one of the unused subs at this stage. Toby Ritzimer booked. Oh, 20 minutes to go. It's a long way on this Tuesday evening, this Tuesday night football brought to you by Jersey Bulls Media from Jubilee Field. It's going to be Ganem now. Leaves it, plays it short, looking for the skipper again, who lays it off. Shot comes in. Oh, bouncing around, falls to Ganem again, who's stayed up. Whips it back and across. Van der Vliet does well, comes early. And he quickly flicks it on. And now here's Bickley. There's a chance at the other end. Bickley now lobs the keeper, does he? Oh, inches over the bar from Lorne Bickley there. Really good play. That's something they look like they've worked on. Bickley was waiting for it. Lovely delivery by Van der Vliet, quickly releasing Bickley. And if he could have just got a little bit more on that ball to bring it down, it would have been really game on here. But he takes it first time. He just about lifts it fractionally too much. And that would have been a real mountain for Three Bridges to get over. As it is, Three Bridges come again. Near side. Hallard whipping it far post. Leighton backing off. Cleared again. The Bulls resilient. Bull, Adeyinka. And again, Ganem far side. Well, he's going to need a ladder or an extension, but somehow he's kept it in. Plays it across. Johnny LeCain is back defending. Kere. And then DeSantos in an arm wrestle, flicks it forward. Bickley coming across. DeSantos still battling. It looks like there's been a change of formation for the Bulls, and it might be that they go three in the centre-back role with the Kane. Just looks like he might have slipped into right-back kind of position. And Kere comes across. Hallard again. Kere gets a touch. Whoa, does it hit the post? It looks like it does on that far side. Everyone has a look up into the sky and the ball seems to hit the woodwork and come out. Quick throw taken. Not taking any time over the ball here. Quickly whipping it around. Here it is again into the box. Header by Watling. Headed away again, Kilshaw. And they press again. Ferreira. Great tackle by Cavallio. Sliding in. Ferreira again. Trying to shake off Cavallio. Ganem. taking on Barlow. Barlow's got to be careful. In it comes. Blocked at the near post by Ritzeman. It is backs against the wall stuff here from the Bulls now. They've got the lead, but you'd think they were the ones that were trailing as the pressure comes and comes in flows from Three Bridges. It's going to be Josh Hallard again to get this ball in. Well, it's end to end. Take a breath if you dare. Far post. Nobody there. Ball's head on it. Throw in it will be. I was surprised at that. I'd have thought they'd have kept that in. Adeyinka is there now to Bull. Bull left foot will surely whip this in towards the far post. He does. Ritzemer again. Now Carvalho trying to get there. Picked up by Rivera. Tries the shot from distance. Saved again by Van der Vliet. And then Leighton coming in, sniffing around to see if the ball just spills. Well, it doesn't. Short ball for Kere again. Route 1 has to be. There's only Bickley up there, but we know how dangerous he can be if you just give him half a yard. Saw that with the second goal. And that's up there for a contender as well for goal of the season. Pure ability from the big man to hit the target from a tight angle. Oh, good play by Dos Santos now. Skips away. Adeyinka trying to get back. Dos Santos still going. Can he find the pass? He tries to reverse it through. Too clever in the end. Oh, and then he gets there, slips down, still going. LeCain is there. Now Bickley, and it's a real sliding is Adeyinka. Bickley shrugs him off. Now LeCain into the feet of Carvalho. Shot from distance. In the end, doesn't test from Dos Santos. Roberts watches it drift by. Well, Neathy hasn't been doing this for too long, for such a while now. He started first half, second half, and lately he's had to be defending, but he's got it going again. And Bull again on this near side. Looks for Hallard. Hallard picks it up. LeCain getting back, just catches him. Oh, it's going to be another yellow card, this time Johnny LeCain. Boot is off. Just looked like he was just trying to run across there just to get towards him and just stood on him. The Bulls will have to defend again. Third card of the evening. Mr. Price just walking Dos Santos back to the mark. Josh Hallard again from this near side. Plenty of yellowy gold shirts forward. Looks like the head of Ritzemer. And then Carvalho. And Adeyinka, not sure where the ball is. And they're suddenly arriving as Dos Santos. And Adeyinka just composes himself and gets back there in the nick of time. Santos was quick out the blocks there. And again, Three Bridges start it in their own half. Neathy again. Gannon. Bull. Well, that one probably will just, yeah, Barlow does well just to let it run. And it's been a little bit more comfortable for Fraser Barlow since Hayden Velvick departed the scene. Although Gannon is a threat himself, but one that Barlow's been able to deal with so far. Oh, Adeniki's let it bounce and it's gone through to Bickley, who tries to feed LeCain. Dos Santos jumping again. Adenika, and then the ball bounces around. Kilshaw gets a foot on it. Kere keeps it on the floor for once. Oh, LeCain's gifted it away though. Gets back to recover well. Long ball forward, headed out by Bull. Well, the Bulls now need to really keep the pressure going, keep it forward. They're going to chance, you feel, if Three Bridges keep pressing the other way, the Bulls will be able to get another chance, surely. If not, one or two more, and they could kill this game off. Because Three Bridges are still chasing it. Flicked on. Hooked away by Bennett.
Oh, you slut!
He can't keep it in. Leighton. Frustrated at himself there.
Off Johnny. Joe, Ritzy across.
Long ball. Bouncing around. Bickley trying to get there. Well, really good play there by Adeyinka. He sat more in the middle in the second half. Just in front of that back four. Neathie again. Back to Bull. Last 10 minutes. Neathie. Ferreira trying to find a little bit of space here. That's Josh Hallard near side. Bulls holding their shape. Back in numbers. Everyone pretty much behind the ball here. Neathie now again. Cavalier just comes and then checks. Inside to Adeyinka. Gets it back. Ferreira wants to take it on. Cavalier's there again. Ball is whipped in. Well, looks like Watling gets another little touch on it. Kept alive. Back in towards the far post. Nobody knows where it is, but Ritzemer heads it away and gets caught. Oh, looks like Ritzemer there, and will be the skipper. Just a little bit of a clash. Yeah, it is. Leighton and Ritzemer. I've seen a few of those this evening. Ritzemer looks like he'll be okay. Steve Martin isn't up and about. Ritzemer just going to take his time. Clear his head. Shake it off. And of course, that's just a little bit of added time. Ritzemer's okay. Helped by a little cheeky pat on the bum from Van der Vliet to make sure he is okay. Forward it comes again. Santos battling. Kilshaw. Santos. Brilliant from him. And then the ball's given away. Leighton picks it up. Now Bennett quickly outside, far side Gannon, but Barlow gets there first. Here they come again. No respite here. Ball now really far forward. Whipping out left-hand side. Hallard again will go up against Lacane. Goes inside. Hallard tries to find a bit of space, find an angle. Adeyinka. Ferreira trying to get away from Cavalier. Just about keeps hold of it. Adeyinka again now, near side. Ferreira again. Now Neathie, nice ball inside, and then a chance there maybe for the shot. Blocked by Watling again, who somehow sees the danger and gets across. Serious defending from Jamie Watling. Still going though. Headed back and across. This time Kere clears. Well now, Bickley on his own. Just waits for a little bit of help. Here comes Cavalier, just lets it run. We'll take it towards the corner. Bickley on the inside. Cavalier still going, has three around him, still going. Cavalier, handball is it? Well, it hits the arm, nothing given there. Didn't look to be in a normal position, although he was going down. And then a tug there between Kilshaw, and a card will come out for sure for Joe Kilshaw. End-to-end stuff, and another yellow card for the Bulls. Oh, it just takes a few seconds off. As the referee adds another Bulls name to his collection for this evening. And again, just trying to find an angle, trying to work their way in. Still, steady build-up. Hallard again, into the box. Just wriggling his way in is Rivera, and then diving on it. The second chance there. Doesn't quite hold the first shot as Leighton again tries to get there, but Van der Vliet up to it. Another long ball forward. This time, Johnny LeCain doing well. Kere flicks it forward. And out it goes, and the more time it spends up that end of the field, the more time Elliot Powell and his team and his players will be happy. Into the last 5. There'll be time to add on. Bickley battling hard again. Neathy. Oh, chance now. Rivera trying to trick his way through. Has a bit of space, but he's pushed it wide for Hallard. Back it comes. Cleared by Ritzema, flicked on by Dos Santos. Carvalho. Ferreira. Bull. Wasted ball in the end. Now the clock ticks to 86. Well, we know it's 86 and a half. As the rain falls heavy here. And it's not going to dampen the Bulls' spirits if they can hold on to this. What a recovery this would be for them after Saturday, if they could come back on the road so quickly and take 3 points against a really in-form side. Well, it's not over. There's a long way to go, and we saw what happened in the last few seconds at Sheppey. Dos Santos again, still battling hard. Ball sliding in. Bennett. Kershaw can't do too much because he's already on a card. He can get there though, and he's done well. Corner it will be. Well, another corner in the last few minutes. It's edge of your seat stuff if you're a Bulls fan. If you're Three Bridges, you'll be willing them forward here. Can they find an equalizer? In it comes. Far post into the arms of Van der Vliet, who jumps, hanging Jordan-esque. Brings it down. And releases it forward again, looking for Bickley Adeyinka there. It looks like he's sitting in a kind of a centre-back position, but Johnny LeCain now clips it through. Bickley, can he get out to his left foot? But he can. He's laid it off. Carvalho can't quite get there in time. Maybe Bickley could have taken it himself. Gannam now, twisting, turning, trying to get away from Barlow. Barlow brings him down. Barlow, well, yellow card for him, it looks like. Now Barlow just catching Gannam there. Oh, Mr. Price has been busy with cards today, that's for sure. Certainly going the Bulls' way anyway. As the FA coffers swell a little bit more. Well, time to think about the Bulls' player of the match, and there's been some pretty outstanding performances all around the park this evening. Really hard in the end to try and pick one, and any minute now we will. As Bennett gets it forward, Adeyinka. Kere now, shot comes in and it's in! Well, he's absolutely smashed it in. Is Reece Hallard. It looked like Van der Vliet had it covered in the end, the pace and the power defeated him. And the ball goes into the back of the net and Three Bridges are level. Well, they have been knocking on the door. They have been pressing and pushing. And as the ball comes through here, Adeyinka, lovely pass, lovely weight, bang, first time. And really should Van der Vliet have done better? Well, it goes through him. It's the power, perhaps, that just does him. But you'd have thought the ball should have been saved. It goes through the arms. And the ball's come the other end now. And the other, well. Goal kick is Lacane. As we watch the replay back at one end, the Bulls nearly go the other and score the third. Wow, what a game we've had tonight here at Jubilee Field. Here comes Hallard again. 5 minutes of added time. Anyone's game. Hallard full of running. The Bulls break it up. Carvalho now tries to get the ball forward for Dos Santos. Ferreira now. Back they come. Gannon goes past Barlow as if he's not there. Whips it across. Blocked. Edge of the box. Laid off Adeyinka. Shot comes in. Saved by Van der Vliet. Well, it's all action in this last few minutes here. What an entertaining game of football we've had. It didn't start brilliantly. It's going to finish this way, though. Well, Van der Vliet there. Nearly gifting it back to Three Bridges. Well, really hard game to call. We're not going to call the player of the match. Just going to give you the contenders, though. Contenders are Miguel Carvalho, Lorne Bickley, Jamie Watling and Ray Dos Santos, and the decision will be right at the end because the game is on tenterhooks this evening. Carvalho dancing now down that left-hand side, cuts it inside, gives it away, does he? No, lovely reverse ball. Well, perfect challenge there. Corner it will be. Neathie not happy. Dos Santos will go across to take it. And inches away there from giving away a penalty. The tackle had to be timed to perfection, and it was from Neathie. Bulls corner, though. Looks like it may well be the first one they've had. Can they make it count? Well, Bickley's in there, he's pushing around his... Yeah, well, he's getting a little bit of argy-bargy there. Lorne Bickley just trying to run for the ball, then runs into Neathie, and they've been battling this evening. That won't stop anytime soon. Neathie's just trying to hold the shape. Dos Santos will whip this in. Donita Kane is battling at the edge of the box with Adeyinka. In it comes. Flicked on. Well, over there, near post from Johnny Lacane. Well, it's action stations now. Here they come. Long ball, lovely flick on by Bennett. Flag is up though. Gannon is caught. Oh, does not please the home bench. Halfway through the added 5 minutes. Well, it's not a dull Tuesday evening, that's for sure. Whether you're watching, sure you'll be enjoying this fine display by both sides. Still anyone's game. Can Bickley get there? Not quite this time. Well, it's the kind of game that, of course, the Bulls fans will want their team to take the points. But if this ends up all square, if it is a Desmond at the end of this one, you'd have to say it would be about a fair result. Still time to go. Kane, adjudged to have fouled there. Free kick taken from the wrong place. Free kick will be retaken. Not sure it was from there either. Roberts now will come from goal, will launch one forward. And he's taken it from a position where the ball wasn't, and Mr. Price says no. Well, he's going to get booked if he's not careful here, Roberts. That's more like it. It's got the assistant there who's telling him where. Launches it. Solid header. Bulls try and get it forward, but they still have to defend it. Johnny Lacane now does really well against Hallard. Looks like it's gone out. Throw in. Long throw to be launched here into the last minute of the added 5. Launched in, flicked out. Adeyinka's there. Shot comes in, hooked high and wide by Josh Hallard. Now Van der Vliet won't rush to get that. Looks like that one's gone out the surround here. So into the darkness. And it will be Van der Vliet to launch it long again. Is the one final chance of the Bulls here. Gannon keeps it in far side. Cavallio trying to get the ball off him. Gannon's done really well there. Bickley now just holding him up. Free kick given. And surely... No, that's it. It's all over. Well, before we get to the final score, we're just going to name the Bulls player of the match. It is going to be tonight. Ray Dos Santos just nicked it from Lorne Bickley for his performance. Lorne Bickley with a fantastic goal. It's been a really good game of football tonight. It's been ebbing and flowing from side to side. The Bulls got the lead. Bridges came back. The Bulls got the goal with a Bickley bit of brilliance in the second half, only to be cancelled out again. And they share the spoils here. It's not quite a jubilant celebration at Jubilee Field, but the Bulls are back. They've got a point on the road. They'll take that. They defended brilliantly tonight. They took the chances when they could, and Elliot Powell can be really pleased with his team. They will regroup. They get a bit longer, and then they will join again back at home. The rivalry, it will be renewed against AFC Whiteleaf. A great game of football, a great advert for this level step 4. It's the points shared. 2-2 the final score. Hope you enjoyed watching it. We'll see you next time.